Afternoon, Gaffer. First of all, can I wish you a very happy birthday for yesterday? How did you celebrate?
Just a nice quiet meal with the family. Yeah, it was nice. I appreciate the tweets and the Instagrams, but another year older, another year wiser.
Yeah. And it's very good to have you sitting across from me following this week's media speculation, linking you with a move to Colchester United and in fact being the bookie's favourite. Can the fans be assured of your commitment to Boreham Football Club?
100%. They know where my heart lies. I've got a deal here. There's a project going on. I'm very happy to be the manager of this football club, and at the minute we're doing very, very well this season and we have ambitions to do even better. So yeah, that speculation can be put to bed. I've had many of fans come and slide in my DMs and ask me questions, and I've had to be open and honest and say that the rumours aren't true, and I'm the manager of Boreham Football Club and that's not going to change for any time soon.
Yeah, and you touched on that positive start to the season, so just a little assessment on the season so far. How does it compare to your expectations, and what are the biggest positives so far for you?
Very similar to how we started last year. I think after 10 games we had 21 points. We've obviously got 18 points from 9 games this year with a positive win against Yeovil that marries up to the start last year. We've often had very good starts in this division. We've often had very poor finishes in this division. We need to marry up a start with a finish, and if we can do that, then we can go and put ourselves right in amongst it towards the top end of the table. We've done some stats today. Jake done some stats today. The analyst, who I have to say has come on board and has been fantastic. Where we're scoring goals, when we're conceding goals, how we're scoring goals, how we're conceding goals. And at the minute, it's all leading to being very positive. We've got a really good group, a group that are willing. The competition in the group's fantastic. It's up there probably with the best I've ever worked with. The sessions on a daily basis are full and frantic, and there's tackles that are going in, and sometimes I have to turn around. Sometimes you'll hear me shout easy because there's such competition within the group. And for us, it's the next game, and that was the mentality we had last year. The next game's the biggest game, and Saturday against Yeovil is our biggest game of the season. We need to ensure we go there and put on a performance that warrants 3 points. We know how good they are, we know what threats they have, but we need to ensure we stick to our game plan and stick to what we're doing, and if we can do that, then I fancy us to go and get a positive result come 5 p.m.
Yeah, and we talk about moving on to tomorrow's game, and we're back on the road, which we like at the moment, travelling to Yeovil town. What type of game are you expecting?
They've adopted 2 shapes recently. Josh Staunton's a massive focal point in that, whether he drops back one unit being from the midfield to the defence, or he stays in midfield and they play the 4-2-3-1. Their principles are exactly the same. They've got good front players, good willingness in their runs in behind. They've got Jimmy Torre, Wakefield to carry the ball ever so well. They're very good at putting the balls in the box. Jamie Record, I have to say, goes and gets in the back zone often, hence why he's their top goal scorer. But again, I'm harping on and talking about them. I can't influence them tomorrow. I can't influence what side he picks, what shape he picks. I can influence what we do. I can influence how we go about our business. And for me, this week's been about us and how we go and implement our game plan. And if we can do that, like I said, I feel so confident at the minute. I feel confident with the personnel we've got, the people we have on the bench to our disposal. There's a belief within the group, and there's a togetherness that I haven't felt as together as this group's been. And there's a lot of work, and you're involved in it, Bill, on a 2-weekly cycle with regards to the meetings we have, the chats we have, and I think they're massive parts of us progressing and building as a group. And it's another test for us tomorrow afternoon against a good side, against a very good manager. And yeah, we need to ensure that we pass the test and go and get 3 points.
And we spoke about our group, and we've now added to that group by bringing in George Broadbent on a short-term loan from Sheffield United. What can you tell us about him?
Mobile, technical, dynamic. Obviously worked with him back end of this week. There was a lot of suitors for him. He obviously went to Rochdale last year and played a good handful of games in his first loan in this country, and I think we were very lucky to get his signature. I know there was 2 or 3 in our division that were looking to get him, but I think Brunty played a massive part in that. I honestly believe the relationship between Bournemouth and Sheffield played a massive part in that, and the biggest part was Charlie Hunter. Charlie Hunter got the deal done, and the deal that he got for this football club's fantastic. So I thank Charlie for that. I thank the chairman for backing me with bringing another personnel in the building. You lose Alfie Egan through no choice of our own. We had to replace him, and I feel that with George, he will aid that. He'll bring in fresh legs, good energy, and competition. I keep harping on about it. Competition for me is a massive factor in us being successful this season. You look at the two front runners we currently got up top in Marsh and Love, they're being pushed week in, week out by Newton and Elliott, and they need to have high standards and high levels throughout their performances week in, week out to ensure that they're being picked next week. So yeah, Georgie, really happy to have him in the building. He'll bring, like I said, that added legs, added dynamic feel to our midfield, and he needs to come in and enjoy his football like Brunty has, like the boys are doing currently, and no doubt he'll have a massive positive impact in terms of us in the near future.